So Fortnite decided to bring back the rarest skin into the item shop. It hasn't been in the shop for 1,547 days until now. But to explain just how rare this skin is, today I've put together the official list of the 50 rarest skins in Fortnite history. And follow along because you might own one of these super rare items just like number 50, Rogue Agent. So Rogue Agent hasn't been in the shop for 1,675 days, which is currently the longest streak to not be in the shop. It was a skin pack you could buy for $5 back in Season 6, Chapter 1. And fun fact, this is actually the male version of the Elite Agent from the Battle Pass. And it's definitely a flex to have, but there are so many other rare skins, just like number 49, Full Omega. Back in Season 4, this was the first time Epic introduced selectable styles on their Battle Pass skins when it released. Omega skin was the coolest skin in the Battle Pass in my opinion, and it had a bunch of styles, including some unlockable lights. But did Epic make a mistake with this skin? Because you had to get a lot of XP to unlock all the lights, and some people who played every single day still didn't unlock it. So having those purple lights is a huge flex, just like having number 48 Snowflake Glider. As you know, every season starting in Season 2, Chapter 1, Epic gave out a free umbrella when you got your first win of the season. And back then, winning games was hard. People played hundreds of matches and still had 0 wins. So being an OG and winning in that season was kind of a challenge. And now, while some people really like that glider, most people would prefer number 47, the MAKO glider. It's often called the rarest glider in Fortnite, but I actually disagree. It was only in the first ever season pass for Fortnite Season 1, but the thing is, it was a completely free reward. So if you played in Season 1, there's a good chance that you have it. It's the same deal with number 46, the Black Knight. Now this is an OG skin and it's definitely a flex, but a lot of people played in Season 2 and getting it wasn't that difficult. But how about number 45, Singularity? Singularity was a secret Battle Pass skin for Season 9, Chapter 1. But the way you got her was very unique. Every single day, Epic released a new fort bite that you had to get around the map. There were 100 in total, and even if you collected all 100, you would only unlock the Singularity skin. And then after that, there were more quests to get the secret styles. It's definitely a flex to have her, and it's even a bigger flex to have all the different styles. But what about one of the most desired skins in Fortnite, Travis Scott? Now, Travis Scott was in the item shop and more people have it, but he was only in the item shop for 6 days and he has never returned. It has been over 1,000 days since the Travis Scott bundle was in the shop, and due to controversies around him, he might never come back. Another style that's never coming back is the Purple Skull Trooper. Speaking of controversy, the Purple Skull Trooper was one of the most controversial skins because it was released in the Fortnitemares 2017 event, and initially it was a rare skin that didn't even have a purple style. So when Epic decided that they're going to bring back the Skull Trooper in Chapter 2, people lost their minds. Everyone who owned the skin did not want it to come back to the shop. But thankfully, when they brought it back, they gave all the OG owners of the Skull Trooper a unique purple style. Now, the Skull Trooper is rare, but not as rare as number 43, Renegade Raider. Renegade Raider was in Fortnite's first ever season pass, and the thing is, back then, even if you unlocked the tiers, you still had to buy it for 1,200 V-Bucks. It's super OG and rare, but low-key, everyone who has it wears it nowadays, so it's not that uncommon to find it in-game. But when's the last time you've seen number 42, the Mr. Beast umbrella? Now, only 100,000 people actually have this umbrella because you had to place in the top 100,000 during the Mr. Beast tournament that was worth $1 million. A lot of people were grinding for it and it was kind of competitive. You had to get 80,000 points to be among the top 100K. Now, I personally own the umbrella, but I don't own number 41, Aerial Assault Trooper. Just like Renegade Raider, he was available in the first season pass for 1,200 V-Bucks. But the thing is, this one actually took more levels to unlock. So technically, it's more rare than Renegade Raider, and I definitely see this one a lot less often. But this next one's very interesting. At number 40, we have Fortnitemares 2020, the rarest lobby track of all time. This was in Chapter 2, Season 4. And while everyone was distracted by the fact that you'd respawn as a zombie, Epic slipped in this lobby track for just 1 day in the item shop. So a lot of people definitely missed this, but it's not exactly a flex to own it. So for the rest of this list, especially towards the end, I'm going to factor in how desirable something is, how hard it was to get it, and the actual amount of people who own it. Now at number 39, we have item shop backlink. This was kind of weird. Epic decided to add a bundle of 3 backlinks to the item shop, and Epic has never re-released those in the item shop ever. And another thing Epic hasn't done is number 38, the original Black Widow skin. It was a very desirable skin, and it was the first ever Marvel skin. Everyone nowadays knows you're an OG if you have this, because it came out when the first Thanos LTM first dropped, but then it never came out again. And when Marvel dropped the Black Widow movie, we instead got a completely new redesigned Black Widow that has been coming back into the item shop, but this one has never returned. Another skin that you can't ever get again is number 37, the Galaxy skin. The Galaxy skin is a legendary skin in Fortnite. It was one of the first collaboration skins and one of the most unique designs we've seen yet. You had to buy a Samsung Galaxy phone to get it, and people were going crazy to get it, literally rushing to Samsung stores to download Fortnite and unlock the skin. I remember Ninja posting the first ever gameplay with it, and it blew everyone's mind. After that, a lot of people purchased the phones to unlock the skin, so it's not that rare, but we'll bundle this up with the other Samsung exclusives like the iconic skin and the glow skin and the honor guard as well. But now it's time to move on to number 36, console exclusives. At number 36, we have the Royal Bomber, which is for the PlayStation. Number 35, the Eon skin for the Xbox. And number 34, the most rare of them, the double HELIX for the Nintendo Switch. These all requires you to buy a console to get the skin. And the double HELIX skin codes right now are going for over $1,000. And now let's move on to the Twitch Prime exclusive skins. At number 33 and 32, we have Sub Commander and Havoc, which were in the first Twitch Prime pack, and these guys were pretty OG. And during the second Twitch Prime pack, Ninja actually broke his sub record when they released the TRAILBLAZER skin at number 31. But people who got the first bundle definitely have a flex, because TRAILBLAZER is not as rare. At number 30, we have one of the rarest stances in Fortnite, the Fresh emote, which came out in Chapter 1, Season 2, and has never released ever since, due to some copyright issues, so we most likely will not see this one return. At number 29, we have Ghoul Trooper, and just like Skull Trooper, Ghoul Trooper eventually came back to the shop, and they gave the OG skin a pink style for all the OG users. And now at number 28, Special Forces. This one was not in the shop for 1,547 days, and honestly, I don't know if Epic ever had plans to bring it back. But luckily for us, Tabor Hill actually brought this skin back during his locker bundle rollout, and now it's back in the shop after all those years. And at number 27, we have the Rarest glider. Now people think MAKO is the rarest glider, but the Aerial Assault 1, you actually had to level up your Season 1 Battle Pass and spend 500 V-Bucks, and back in Chapter 1, Season 1, people were just not doing that. And at number 26, we have one of the most rare pickaxes, Raiders Revenge. And the thing about this one is, yes, obviously, just like Aerial Assault 1, you had to level up the Season 1 Battle Pass and spend V-Bucks. But this pickaxe costs 1,500 V-Bucks, which was more expensive than Renegade Raider and some of the other skins releasing at the time. So everything we've covered up until now has been rare, but some skins and items are just more rare than others. So I decided to make this pyramid right here so that we can really break things up into tiers to really just show you the scale of how rare some of the skins are. So everything we've covered so far is in the rare category. I mean, these are rare skins to have, but some skins are just plain impressive to have as well as being rare. And then some skins you would say are unbelievable to have in your locker, and some are just unthinkable. And for one item in particular, it is the holy grail, rarest thing in Fortnite. So let's move into the impressive category at number 25, the Stealth Reflex. So this skin was part of a collaboration with NVIDIA where you had to buy a graphics card to get the skin. Now eventually they released the skin in the item shop, and it caused a huge controversy with all the people who had the skin already. So Epic decided to mitigate the damage by giving all the OG users of the skin a black and red edit style. With the controversy and just the sheer cost of graphics cards, especially back when the skin released, the skin is super difficult to have. Another skin that's really difficult to have, and I don't even have this one, is number 24, the full gold Peely. This one came out in Chapter 2, Season 2, and it was a Battle Pass skin. And as you leveled up your Battle Pass, the edit style for this Peely skin would turn more and more gold until he was completely gold. And listen, I played Chapter 2, Season 2 a lot. I was like level 300 or something, I played every single day, and I believe my gold Peely is like 70% gold. Some people are walking around at 100%, which means they played a lot of Fortnite in Chapter 2, Season 2. At number 23, I'm going to loop in some of the super rare weapon wraps. This one is called Impasto, and you could unlock this by playing in an exclusive Nintendo Switch Cup. You had to get a certain amount of points to get the wrap. Now, a lot of people don't have this wrap, but for the Fortnite collectors who go out of their way to get wraps, sprays, and emoticons like this, to them, it's really cool to have, but for most of the players, they wouldn't even know it's rare if they saw it. And for that reason, it's not going to go higher on this list. And this next one literally just happened. At number 22, we have the Sharuk spray. And this was part of a community challenge where the winner got to put their own spray in the game. And a content creator named Sharuk, who has like an anime vibe, actually won this challenge. And the way to unlock this spray was you had to play some sort of creative map and complete some challenges and quests. But it was very obscure and not a lot of people knew about this. I personally didn't know. So only a handful of people actually completed that and have this spray. At number 21, we have JEDI training. And this was a part of the first ever collaboration with Star Wars back in Chapter 2, Season 1, 2019. There was actually a bunch of quests and challenges you had to complete to unlock this emote, and not a lot of people really were going after this or even doing those quests at the time. The challenges were really difficult and annoying, so a lot of people don't have this, but you might have this in your locker, so go check. At number 20, we're going to loop in all the Reboot a Friend rewards that are super rare. Epic has done the Reboot a Friend event a couple of times where you bring someone back to the game and play some Fortnite with them to unlock some free rewards. But some of these rewards requires you to bring back dozens of friends to complete. One of them being the Plasma Carrot pickaxe, which I personally do not have, the Twin Talons pickaxe, and the Aquariaxe as well. A lot of these are rare, and most people do not have these pickaxes, and they actually look kind of cool, and I wish I had them myself. Fortnite actually did a collaboration with Stream Elements where there was all these weird cosmetics like emoticons and sprays, and to unlock them, you had to sign up on this website. And complete some challenges and also some stream tasks, like even streaming 8 hours. A lot of people did not know about this, and even the people who did, a lot of them did not complete all the quests and challenges to unlock the emoticons and sprays. So most players do not have this, and skin collectors definitely desire these because they're super obscure and rare. At number 18, we have one of the most rare sprays in Fortnite, the Fortnite Kablama. This was available at different conventions and events between 2018 to 2019, and they were handing these out to specific people at those conventions, but you actually had to be there. You had to know someone who went there and got a code, a physical code that you would redeem on your account for this llama spray. At number 17, we have Season Level 100. This is actually something they did from Chapter 1, Season 6 all the way until Chapter 1, Season X. If you got to Season Level 100, you would unlock an emoticon, spray, and a banner. And I'm not talking about Battle Pass Level 100. Purchasing all 100 Battle Pass levels would not give you this. You would still have to grind out an additional 100 levels to unlock this. And they started doing this back in Season 6. But the Season 6 one is going to be the most OG one. And I actually have all of them right here from Season 6 all the way until Season X. At number 16, we have the Honk Carl spray. While everyone was distracted with the Mr. Beast tournament trying to unlock the Mr. Beast glider and potentially win $1 million, Carl actually did a live stream where he was playing in the Mr. Beast tournament and doing a watch party, and he had exclusive drops only available on his live stream. It was a spray that just said honk. That's a phrase that him and his community say a lot. So you had to be there watching his stream, and you had to have your Twitch and Epic account linked and claim it before it expired. So there's only probably a few thousand people who have this. At number 15, we have the Fortnite Collegiate Cup rewards. Epic has done tournaments with colleges, and if you performed well in those tournaments, you could unlock these unique sprays and emoticons. Now, the thing about these is, while they're not that desirable, they're extremely difficult to get. You have to actually be a college student, and there's a manual admission process to be a part of these tournaments. So if you're not in college, you literally never had a chance to get these. And on top of that, you would have to play competitively and do well in these tournaments to unlock these sprays and emoticon. At number 14, we have a really strange one, the Fun Flower. This was actually an emoticon that was data mined. You could redeem this by putting in a code at fortnite.com/redeem, but Epic never announced this, and it's kind of crazy how people even found the code to begin with. and there was only 2,500 available. And when I was doing research on this one, I could barely find any videos or anyone talking about this, but now it's become one of the most rare emoticons, and you just had to be one of the first 2,500 people to redeem the code. Once word got out, a lot of it got redeemed, and now it's forever locked away. At number 13, we have the MEDALIST emoticon, and you had to jump through a lot of hoops for this one. So back in Chapter 2, Season 4, there was some sort of Twitch event where a lot of creators were competing against each other in challenges. Now, Nate Hill is actually the guy who won this challenge, and in order for you to get the MEDALIST emoticon, you had to sign up on this website and actually choose which creator you think is going to win. And if anybody picked Nate Hill and were in his stream when he won, they would receive the MEDALIST emoticon. Now, the thing about this emoticon is it actually does look really cool and is well designed, unlike the random fun flower one. So a lot of people do desire this emoticon, but very few people actually have it. The event didn't really get a ton of viewers, and you had to pick the right streamer to win. So I'm assuming there's less than 1,000 people who actually have this emoticon. At number 12, we have the IOLEC, Rapaz, and HeyStan cosmetics. So these were some Twitch streamers who were rewarded with an in-game cosmetic bundle, which included a spray, emoticon, and a banner. They were each given 3,000 codes that they could give away to their community, but they each set up channel points, so you had to watch their streams a lot for a chance to get these codes. Now, HeyStan and IOLEC actually gave out all 3,000 codes, but Rapaz actually only gave out 1,000, and the rest of the codes actually expired. So those are cool, and they're pretty impressive to have. But now let's move into the truly unbelievable cosmetics. At number 11, we have the Solo Showdown Spray. To unlock this, you had to play Fortnite 5 years ago and compete in the first ever competitive event. And back then, Fortnite wasn't giving out money for these events. First place got $500 in V-Bucks. Now, if you managed to play 50 games of Solo Showdown while it had its limited run, you actually got this pretty clean looking spray. Now, some of you might have this, but a lot of people don't, and it's extremely OG, especially because back then there wasn't even a competitive community around Fortnite. Now, at number 10, we have some more llama sprays. Now, the first llama spray we showed was available at a bunch of conventions over 2 years, but these were only available at one specific convention, and there was only about 1,000 codes. So the Fortnite plugged-in spray was available at PAX 2018, and this next spray called EE was available in Season 4, Chapter 1 at E3. I actually had a few of these, but I never redeemed a single code. If you remember this was back during the Pro-Am, the one that Ninja and Marshmallow won in 2018. I played in that tournament myself, and there was all these big streamers dying to the heat outside because we were literally in a football stadium. And little did we know there was only 1,000 of these llama codes and that they would be super rare one day. I literally saw some of them laying on people's desks and they just left them behind. And the last llama on this list is the Gamescom 2018 llama, another convention that you physically had to be at, and they only gave out about 1,000 of these as well. At number 9, we have the Paragon banner, and I'm proud of this one because I actually own it. This one was actually used a ton by TSM Myth back in the day because he played a ton of Paragon before Fortnite came out. Paragon is a MOBA game that Epic released just before releasing Fortnite, and they quickly canceled it after Fortnite started to blow up. However, if you played a decent amount of Paragon, you would unlock the Paragon banner, and a lot of people do not have this because you had to play a game that got canceled for not having enough players. At number 8, we have the Pick Your Commander banners. So this was in June 2017, before Fortnite Battle Royale even came out. Over 5 years ago, Epic sponsored a bunch of creators to try save the world, including Thanos, Homewrecker, Muselk, and even PewDiePie. All the creators who participated got a banner icon in the game, and fans could pick their favorite and get it on their accounts as well, but you can only pick one. Fortnite was really not that popular at the time, and there's very few active players who still have this. One of them, of course, being Muselk, who's still playing Fortnite to this day. At number 7, we have one of the rarest skins in Fortnite, the INDIGO KUNO. This was actually an edit style to a current skin, but it was only available in a PlayStation exclusive cup, and only the top 6,000 players in the cup unlocked this skin. Now, the thing about this skin is it's actually very desirable. The colors on it look cool. It actually looks better than the original skin, and with only 6,000 people walking around with the skin, it's less than Renegade, Raider, and all the other rare skins that we've listed so far. At number 6, we have the China cosmetics. There's a backbling, penguin, and a pickaxe. These were given to anyone who played on Fortnite China before it was shut down. Now, they're completely inaccessible in normal games, which is why they're not in my top 3, but it's actually possible to wear them in some LAN tournaments hosted by Epic. They actually added them in, so some players were able to wear them during the summer skirmish. And there is some rumors of people having these on their accounts, even though they're not supposed to, which is why I put these in the unbelievable category. And now we're going into the unthinkable category. These cosmetics are borderline impossible to have, and some of them you should not have on your account. At number 5, we have Whistle Warrior plus Sideline Commander. So you might think you've seen these skins in the item shop, but the truth is they have never been in the item shop. So this was during the second collaboration Epic did with the NFL. They released the NFL skins as well as some referees. And when they did the second collaboration, leakers saw that they were working on a second set of referee skins that looked almost exactly like the first ones. But Epic decided not to release those skins and just release the first referees they made. However, they gifted the new referees to less than 100 creators, including myself. And now I have 2 of each referee, one of them being the one that never hit the item shop, and of course the other one that a lot of people have. On a Fortnite skin tracker website that tracks which skins are being used, it shows that these skins have been used by less than 10 people. Now at number 4, we have Brilliant Bomber, and this one also never came to the item shop and should have never been unlockable, but somehow people figured out a way. This was a yearly reward program that Epic was working on before they eventually scrapped it and released the current crew packs. However, some people figured out a weird way to actually unlock this skin on their account. And a lot of people who did this eventually got banned, but there are some people who still have this skin. And the thing about this skin is it actually has a cool design, so I'm confused as to why Epic hasn't eventually released it in the item shop. At number 3, we have Cameo Needs Loot. This was given to only 15 people during the 2022 Lantern Fest. People had to submit pictures into a photography contest, and only the best 15 won it. It is a very strange looking emoticon that doesn't really have anything to do with the Lantern Fest. But interestingly enough, they did that contest again this year, and another 15 people got rewarded this emoticon. But now in total, there is only 30 people who have this. And now at number 2, the FNCS Axe of Champions. 99.999% of you who are watching will never have this FNCS pickaxe. And even if you obtain it, you probably only keep it for 1 season. It's a pickaxe that's rewarded to the FNCS champions. And since the FNCS is currently doing duos, there is only 14 people in the world who have this pickaxe at any given time. We actually dropped from 16 to 14 once Epic merged NA East and NA West. It's an amazing looking pickaxe, and you have to be one of the best Fortnite players in the world to even have a chance to unlock it. And ladies and gentlemen, now for the holy grail of Fortnite cosmetics. I'm sure no one watching has this. The number 1 spot is for the fully built out alpha tester banner. For number 1 on this list, we're going way back. I'm talking over 8 years ago. This is before Save the World even came out and before Battle Royale was even a thought. It honestly looks extremely unique and was only given if you were one of the alpha testers for Fortnite Save the World. You would unlock an additional star for every alpha test that you participated in all the way back starting in March 2015. So you would have to play in every alpha test and then play in Save the World a few years later when it came out, and then play Fortnite for an additional 5 years and still be playing to this day to have this cosmetic on your account. And for that reason, I don't believe anyone out there has this, because if you do, congratulations, that is the rarest cosmetic that will ever exist in Fortnite. Thank you guys so much for watching.